It's not cooperating with us. We want to discuss farm funding. We've been going on and off. I wish I can do this now, and there will be all over out of it. Like I said, there are 3 means by which you can fund your farm. You can fund your farm through loans. You can fund your farm through crowdfunding. You can either fund your farm through grants. There are so many other things. But now we're going to be discussing. If you are watching me on Yinka Adeshola, you can join on the. You can choose to join on farm. You can choose to join on Farm Villa. The networks are not good. I've been trying to fix it together, and I just want to spend maybe 20-30 minutes and discuss this. And why not cooperating with us? Time. Please, network, cooperate with us. Please, I beg you. Okay, guys, back to class. Now, farm funding. As you know, we need money to run your farm and everything. We've talked about that. And so you need money. And like I said, loans. It is not advisable to use loan to run your farm. Not at all. Don't even go there, because you cannot predict a lot of things. If you're going to get loan for your farm, it has to be a long-term loan. Somebody that give you repayment to be like 5 years or 4 years, and they should still give you at 5%. So at that 5%, in the next 4-5 years, as you you do the first year, second year, third year, fourth year, and you'll be paying gradually. That is the only way you should consider loan for your farm. I know a lot of people are possibly joining this class because they felt, okay, this is the way to get money. This is where we're going to get money. Now, the second option is bank loans. Like I said, bank loans is not good for agriculture. They are not good at all, because they most times charges you 20% and 15% and all this kind of percentage. They are not good for agriculture, because you could run the farm and not make anything the first year. You can run it and not make anything the second year. You could run it and make each profit in the first year. But what of if you did not make anything, or you did not get it? You understand what I mean? So it is not, see, even if you are an expert or whatever you are doing, the fact still remains that there are climate changes, there are challenges that you still need to battle, that you need to deal with. There's infrastructure, like the money you used to buy a generator, the money you used to build the house, the money you used to do a lot of infrastructural things cannot be recovered back in 1 year. So if you're getting agricultural loan, it should be nothing less than a year for you. If you are getting agricultural loan. Now, bank's loan is out of it, except if you are getting friends and family. And if friends and family are giving you loan, it should be loan that they are giving you on a long stretch loan, like 4-5 years loan, and with a low interest, 1-digit interest of 5%, 6%. Anything beyond that, please, guys, you are setting yourself up for a very dangerous thing. Now, the other means is, okay, crowdfunding. Last year I did crowdfunding for. To me, I was thinking, I didn't know it was crowdfunding, but now I realize it's crowdfunding, as in when people contributed goats and everything with me. It's livestock crowdfunding, kind of. You bring your goat, you bring your goat, you bring your goat. At the end of the day, it's messed up, because, see, in that case, even something you rear and give back. But the calculation was not there that they will die, or that anything will happen to them and something will happen to them. So you find out that in these cases, imagine, so it's a lot of debt, it's a lot of it. So crowdfunding, as I'm rightly telling you now, is out of it, except if they are going to get their results, start getting returns back in 5 years, 4-5 years. Any investment in agriculture that's not up to 3-4-5 years, please forget it. Please don't take it. I've been there, you know what I've been through, and for me coming out to share the experiences, for you to learn from my experiences. Yes, please. Anything that is not 4-5 years, any agric investment, loan, or money, or whatever, that's okay, come, I want to invest with you. Just 2 days ago, somebody was telling me you want to invest. I told him no. So you see, if people will say they want to invest or whatever. Please learn to turn them down. Learn to know your limit. It is when learn to know your limit when it comes to investment. Honestly, agri, crop, livestock, they are living materials, and they can change, or they are living materials and they can change. Anything can happen at any time. So you should learn to know your limit when it comes to that. And then the other form of getting money from it is, I've told you about crowdfunding, I've told you about loan, and then private, where if you have one friend that really wish to give you the money to use for, like I told you, minimum 4 to 5 years. And the other source is grants. There are a lot of grant, plenty grant in agriculture. Honestly, I won't lie to you, plenty grant. But there's stand one snag. The snag is most of us farmers don't keep records. We don't keep records, and most farmers, we don't keep records. Farmers don't keep records, and because we don't keep records, it means you will not be eligible. You won't be able to get that loan because you are not keeping your records. If you are not keeping proper farm records, for instance, they want to know how much is coming into your farm. They want to know how much you are bringing. If you get 10 naira into your farm, how much you are coming. Even if you are losing or you are running at a loss, you should keep your farm records, as in it's coming, what is coming in and what is going out. But farm records is quite different from account keeping, because you think account keeping is different, farm records is different. Because in farm, there are a lot of infrastructures you need to keep and you need to take records of. There's a lot of things you need to monitor, you need to look after, that you need to, okay, for instance, I'm buying a machinery for maybe 1 million naira. That machinery, at the point of I'm purchasing it, is 1 million naira. By the time I've used it for like a year or 2 years, it starts depreciating. So you need to calculate all those depreciating factors and everything. Those are the things you need to calculate. And so there's a lot of things you need to record in the farm. And then when they are bringing in grants, they are always with some criteria. Some criteria might be age, some might be gender, some might be specific topic. They might say, okay, we want to spend something, we want to take care of people in livestock, and they must be so age, and they must not be older than this aspect, those kind of thing. So it could be age, it could be gender, it could be depending. So most grants come in such a way. Another thing with grants is, look, most farmers like me, we cannot write grants. So it means if you want to have access to grants, you need to go and get a consultant that will also have a percentage in whatever you are getting, and it's reducing what you are getting. The other one about it is like when you get a grant, they don't give grant money. They don't just carry the cash and give you. No, they have to be buying things for you, buying materials you need for you, and some other things that you will need on the farm. Those are the things they will buy for you. So they are not going to give you cash. They're not going to give you cash for the grant just the way you expect or whatever. No, they are not going to give you. So you buy things, and they will buy it like machineries. You might tell them you want to buy this quantity of something, they will buy it for you. And that is the way grants operate. So most times it may not favor farmers, because personally we want to buy this. Sometimes we want to get grants not for the purpose that you write that you want the grant. You want to use it for something else on the farm. You want to divert it to something else. You want to use it to build something else. So most times grant money doesn't come to supplement what you are doing. At the end of the day, you find out they just disorganize you, because what you wrote that you want to do is what they want to monitor. Meanwhile, maybe possibilities that is not exactly why you want to use that money, because you are not even doing. So it's a lot of dicey when you are looking for grant. But am I saying there's no means of loan for farmers? No, there are means of loan for farmers. There are grants. People have been taking off. People have been getting loans, farmers loans and everything. I've known people that get farmers loan and everything. It's just that these are people that know how to package things or set to. Yes, you package and you set to, because for you to meet the standard recommended, no, it's difficult for a natural farmer, for a real farmer, to be able to package and put all those documents together and get a loan naturally without him getting a consultant. So it is and most times just look at it, the stress or whatever, and then you calculate how much will it remain for me at the end of the whole day, how much. So you choose not to even go for the loan. The same thing that is happening in the rural area, that okay, you have to go to Ibadan because you want to collect one loan, you have to go to Ibadan. You have to travel there several times before they will grant the loan to you, and then you just look at it and say, oh, this is not worth it, I don't need it again. So that's what has been happening on the farm. So I just said this happened. The network has not been friendly, and a lot have been going on. So I will have loved for us to discuss a lot out of this, but the network has not been friendly. So maybe I will shift it to another time when we'll have better attention. I'll be able to do more of this. Okay.